Hello everyone and welcome back to Star Citizen. So quite a bit has been happening over the last month or so in regards to Star Citizen. I myself have sadly been very busy over that period of time, which meant I missed out on covering quite a few things. For example, the sale of the Genesis Starliner, the Gamescom demos and more. But I'm now back, and so I'm going to do my best to cover the content I missed, at least the stuff that is still somewhat relevant and available. So let's get into it. Today we're going to be taking a look at a ship that's been around for a while, but it was only recently added into the Arena Commander. The ship in question is the Kruger P-52 Merlin, which is now available to buy for the first time ever for the rather low price of $20. So as many of you probably already know, the Merlin is a snub fighter that originally came with the constellation Andromeda. Now whenever a new ship goes up for sale for the first time, the question I ask is how does it compare to the other ships and who should be looking to buy it? Well, to try and answer that question, let's first take a look at the ship's stats. So the Merlin is the smallest and equal cheapest ship in the game, at least at the moment. It has a one-person crew and comes with a size 1 power plant, 2 TR2 engines and 12 TR1 manoeuvring thrusters. Now that should make the Merlin a pretty fast and manoeuvrable ship. Even the ship description says that the Merlin is ideal for racing, local reconnaissance and fast combat. However, after spending some time testing the Merlin out in racing and in the Arena Commander, I have to say I am a little disappointed. Mostly because while it does handle well, it's quite a bit slower than I was expecting, with a top speed of only 240 meters per second, making it only as fast as a Aegis Gladius. This means that the Merlin is what I would consider a barely acceptable racing ship and far from ideal, that's for sure. So if you were thinking about buying the Merlin for racing, you might want to reconsider. But what about combat? Well, for weapons, the Merlin comes equipped with 2 size 1 fixed weapons and a single size 2 fixed weapon, which is a decent amount of firepower for a ship so small. This means that overall, what I found is that the Merlin can do pretty well against the lower tier ships, but as a trade-off, there is no room for cargo capacity, as fighting is really the only focus this ship has. Another important thing to keep in mind is that while the Merlin might be around the same price range as ships like the Auroras or the Mustangs, all of those ships are classified as starter ships. The Merlin is not a starter ship or a replacement for one. The Merlin was designed to be a combat support vessel in addition to on a larger ship. And so using it by itself is likely not going to be very feasible. So that comes around to the question is, who is the Merlin for? Well, like I said, if you do own a larger ship capable of housing a Merlin, for example the Constellation Aquila, which comes with an optional dock for one, then it can make an excellent escape ship if you lose your main vessel in a fight, or it could be a good ship for a friend to use if they want to fly with you but don't own a ship of their own. However, outside of those two roles and combat, I kind of have trouble recommending the Merlin even with its low price point, because it can't really do anything else. It's a very niche ship, I'd call it. But do keep in mind that it is a dedicated parasite fighter for only $20, so you can't expect too much from it. That pretty much sums up my video on the Kruger P-52 Merlin. I think it's an okay ship, not a great one, but an okay ship. And for $20, like I said, what can you really expect? That's pretty much all I wanted to say. I will be making several videos covering the new Retaliator models and all of the Star Citizen stuff released at Gamescom over the next few days, so stay tuned for that. But as always, thanks for watching, and I hope you all have a good day.